So we're here to talk about job creation, in particular how we do business in the counties. As private sector, we wish to convey our appreciation for the great support and partnership that the Senate has continuously accorded the private sector towards improving the business environment in the counties and the country at large. To this end, Kenya, in its 2019 to 2020 Ease of Doing Business ranking, has improved overall. We've, over the last 5 years, increased our position from 136 to 56. People see the numbers going up, but they feel that it is still very difficult to do business. We must talk about that. We must talk about how we measure and we fix those things. You can only fix and improve things that you measure. Notably, 3 of the big 4 agenda items really fall within the ambit of the county governments. This provides a unique opportunity for equal development and for the counties and private sector to concretize their partnership for an all-inclusive development agenda. However, in order to realize these objectives and grow our economy, challenges such as pending bills, duplicity and multiplicity of taxes, the levies and charges, and the lack of policy harmonization must be addressed. We know the SMEs complain non-stop about how often they get harassed by this tax or this levy or that levy. And the challenge is so many people, for some reason, have the authority to stop a business from proceeding, whether it's shutting down a factory, closing a shop, stopping a truck, doing something. And there's too much authority given to too many people who take a very subjective approach as to how they implement policies and laws. In this regard, whereas the private sector lauds the government's efforts to increase financing to meet its development objectives and further equal access to services, it is imperative that this is not done at the expense of hampering business growth. There is therefore an urgent need for us to work together on reforms to unlock the huge economic potential of the counties. There are reforms needed to be initiated at the national, county and sub-county levels. A coming together of bold and necessary reforms in various areas will herald a new area of high-value investments, infrastructure growth, job creation, skill development and economic prosperity for all. Parliament in this context plays an important role by creating a regulatory environment that is conducive to job creation. It is conducive to growth and is conducive to a flourishing entrepreneurship environment. As we deliberate and reflect on how to strengthen this regulatory framework through these roundtables, we also need to develop a culture of providing regular and clear communication about the reforms that we are making, and for private sector to provide feedback on the benefits they are realizing to inspire greater reforms. The only way this country and the counties are going to move forward is if businesses and the counties work together. And if we can all think that what we're all about is business first, as opposed to regulatory first or politics first, we will move the needle and make a big difference. Thank you so much.